Hi Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading. I'm Lisa Kostick. I'm the owner of the Pink Lotus Spiritual and Wellness Center. So before we begin, just letting you know that this is a general reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. Pisces Sun is birth dates February 19th through March 20th. The information in this reading may not resonate with everyone. So just take what you're drawn to and leave the rest behind. If you would like a personal reading or any of my other services, please contact me through my information listed below. Also, please be aware of any potential scammers going around. I will never contact you first for a reading or contact you saying that I can remove a curse from you. Okay, so I've already cleansed this space and your cards. So let's begin. I'll be using my Halloween Oracle deck. Okay. Excuse me. For those of you who don't know me, you will find that during the reading I'm coughing a bit or clearing my throat. It's because 2 years ago, excuse me, I had COVID, and I have some long-term effects from it in my throat and lungs. Plus allergies right now are kicking my ass, so that's not helping. So this is for the week of July 17th through the 23rd, 2022. And I always let Spirit pick the cards. And I do that by just waiting until cards fall out. Wow, that's too many cards, Spirit. I don't know. No, that's too many. Try again. Letting them fall out or flip over. And these, just 5 more cards, Spirit, please. For the sake of time. If we were doing a personal full reading, then I would take them. Please, Spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, past loved ones, Mother, Father, God, please come through and give Pisces a reading. What do they need to know for this week? At least just 5 more cards, please, for Pisces. Also, for those who are not familiar with me or the way I do readings, there will be times throughout the reading when I am silent, and it's not because I have zoned out or because I'm stuck or lost. It's because I can hear Spirit better when I'm not speaking for most of the time. Sometimes I can hear them when I'm speaking, but a lot of the times it is more easily heard and more clearer if I am not speaking. Alright, so let me shuffle this again. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. What do they need to know for this week, Spirit? Sometimes I could be shuffling for a while, but I find that my readings are much more accurate than if I just take the top card off. If I just wait for Spirit to pick the cards, they just seem to be a little more accurate. So, I know it can be a little frustrating if you're waiting for a little bit for the cards, but I would much rather have accurate readings. So we do it their way. Hello. I will be taking cards, clarifying cards from another deck as well, but for this deck, we need at least 5 more cards, please. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, 3 more cards, please, Spirit. What does Pisces need to know for this week? Three more cards, please, Spirit. Okay. Oh, you're really testing me. Okay, 4 more cards. You know, sometimes they're just a little bit forceful. Okay. So, how I typically do my readings is, because you might not be familiar, or some people might not be familiar with this deck, I go through each card individually, and I give you the general meaning of each card, okay? And then either as I'm going or at the end, usually, I tie it all together with a message for you. Okay, now remember, this is a general reading. It's not going to apply to everyone. Okay. See, I'm already getting messages. Okay, so we'll start with Trick or Treat. So this first card, this is not a bad card. Trick or Treat. Underneath it says Mischief and Play. So this card is indicating that it might be time to examine the role of play in your life. Okay? Sometimes we're afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect all the time. Okay? So this is indicating that you need more play in your life. I'm laughing because I keep seeing number sequences on my timer. Spirit loves giving me messages through number sequences. That's alright. I'll take them. Okay, so this next card is the Mummy. Underneath it says Change. So this card is reminding you that change is inevitable. No matter how hard you try, things will not be preserved exactly the same way. Okay. Indicates that a change is coming, but it is for the better. Okay. Sometimes this is indicating that a change of tactics is needed in a certain situation. Or that a pattern has been developed that needs to be changed. Okay. This next card is forgiveness. Underneath it says reducing burdens. So this card indicates that forgiveness is needed. Well, it could be a few different things. It could be that you need to forgive somebody else. It could be that you need to forgive yourself. It could also be just what it says underneath, reducing burdens. So this is emotional burdens. Things like resentment, regret, guilt, anger, you know, anything that's burdensome mentally and emotionally like that. Okay. All right, so this next card is Midnight. Underneath it says the most magical hour of all. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my incense holder was smelling odd. Sorry, just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to burn down the place. It still smells kind of weird. Okay. I don't know. But anyway, this card is indicating that you may feel right now that it's your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. Okay? Because the dawn always follows the darkest night. So while things may seem bad right now, things will get better. Okay. This next card is Skeleton. Underneath it says Strength. So this card is indicating that you should dare to show strength and vulnerability, if that's what you really feel in a situation. And also it's indicating that things like, again, negative burdens, mental burdens, emotional burdens, things like shame, pride, any grudges that you're holding, embarrassment, that those are things that need to be let go of. All right, this next card is the Werewolf. Underneath it says Exploring Wildness. So this card is indicating that you need to balance your wildness with your practical side, okay? But it's ultimately it's indicating that you need to explore your wildness, obviously, that's what it says. But that you're not playing enough, which goes back to this card. Okay, you're not having enough fun. Now this last card is the Zombie card. Underneath it says Control. Okay, so with this card, it's telling you that you need to look at the concept of control in your life. Do you want to control everything? Do you have people in your life who are trying to control you or a certain situation? It's also indicating that you might not be living your most authentic life. And it's time to look at why that is and how to change that. All right, so give me 1 minute here. I'm just going to listen to Spirit. Okay, so I'm being told that for some of you, are working yourselves to exhaustion. I feel like these type of people would be the type A personalities that are perfectionists. And not only are you working yourself to exhaustion in your work, career, job life, but you're also doing it at home. There is no balance. It's working, come home, working. And that need for control is from you. And Spirit's telling me that that's a good way to die young. But basically, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. You got to learn to let go of control a little. The world is not going to stop or explode because you didn't do the dishes before you went to bed. Okay? Or because you didn't do a certain thing today and it really wasn't necessary that you do it today. It was just on your to-do list and you had to do what was on your to-do list today. You're not having any fun at all. And even if you go out and try to have fun, like with your kids or whatever, your mind is still in that work mode, or you're feeling like you're wasting time. You're not being productive. And I can tell you, and I'm guilty of this too because I'm a type A personality, rest is being productive. Because if you just keep working and doing things and you're constantly going and keeping yourself busy with everything and you're not resting, you're going to burn out. And I don't know if any of you have ever seen somebody truly burn out. It's not just, oh, I'm tired. No. A true burnout is a mental breakdown where you are mentally incapable of doing anything at that point. Or you're going to have a heart attack and then you really can't do anything for a while. Okay? There has to always be balance. And I know it's hard, especially for us type A people and perfectionists. You have to balance because you're not going to do anybody any good if you're sitting in the hospital because you just had a heart attack. Even if it's just once a week. Taking a few hours and going to do something fun. That's it. That's your only job at that point, is just to relax and have fun. Everything else can wait. Put it in your schedule if you have to. Okay? But you got to do it. And this is not, every year I take a vacation. No. Spirit's saying you have to make a change. It has to be more often than that. You need to start exploring your wildness. And I don't mean you have to get completely crazy, but start having more fun, okay? There has to be a change, and it's for the better. And the forgiveness, you have to start being more forgiving with yourself. So what if I didn't get to accomplish that task today? Now, I'm not saying you want to be completely aloof and just blow off all responsibility all the time. There's a balance. Okay? Forgive yourself for not being the person who can get everything done all the time, on time, the way that you want. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. And that's okay. I see a lot of parents dealing with this, especially moms. They feel like they have to do it all. You can't do it all. Nobody in the history of the world has ever been able to do it all. Even stay-at-home moms who don't work outside the house cannot do it all. And that's the hardest job of all, because your job doesn't stop. It's 24/7. You have to forgive yourself and let go of the expectations. That's also what this is. The negative, burdensome stuff that's in your head, you gotta let it go. Let go of all these ridiculously high expectations of yourself. You can't... I'm not saying you don't try to achieve things throughout the day. Of course you try. But I feel like you're hard on yourself if you don't reach that. All the things you want to do. Or feel that you need to do. Not everything is that important. You gotta make time to have fun. Even if it's away from the kids. Okay? If you have kids. Go have some adult fun. I feel like with this change, and with this change of mindset, with playing more, things will start to feel better in your life. You will feel more balanced. And when you feel better and you're more balanced, you're better at doing your job, and you're better at being a good parent. If you take care of yourself, you're better able to take care of others then. It's a hard balance, but it is possible, and it's very much needed. Let go of the control. It doesn't have to be completely, but understand you can't control everything that happens. Understand what you can and can't control, what things are super important and what things can wait. Okay? I'm going to pull some clarifier cards here, or anything else that Spirit wants to tell you for this week. Okay, so this is for Pisces. These spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, past loved ones, please give me a few cards for Pisces. Father, Mother, God. What else does Pisces need to know? Oh. A couple more cards, please, for Pisces. Anything else to clarify this message, or anything else that they need to know for this week, please? Okay. How about one more card for Pisces, please? Whoa. I'm going to take that. There we go. Okay, so this first card you got is power. This card represents inner strength, willpower, courage, compassion, generosity, and love. These qualities can assist you in coping with something in your life. Okay, that might be this situation. And you need to set aside time to resolve these issues. So make time for play. It's also indicating that you need to, here again, you need to have balance over your body, mind, and soul. Also, when you make a mistake or something negative happens in your life, I'm hearing, you need to ask the question, what am I supposed to be learning here, and how can I make this situation better? Instead of beating yourself up because you're not perfect, maybe there's a lesson in there. What am I supposed to be learning? Mistakes are usually really good wake-up calls, okay? Alright, so this next card is Rejoice in Celebration. So a time of celebration, success, victory is coming. Okay. It's also indicating that you need to pursue your passions, and because when you follow your heart and intuition, there are no limits to what you can achieve. So maybe part of that play is finally being more authentic with yourself, and maybe trying new hobbies that could turn into new careers. Okay. This is also just going out and hanging out and celebrating and partying, if you want, with your friends. So that goes in line with that. I feel like some of you really need that. I think we all do at times, you know, just to get out. This last card is Solitude. Okay, and this is telling you that the answers that you seek aren't necessarily found in the outer world. Sometimes you need to withdraw a little bit too. Again, there's a balance. I'm not saying you got to go out partying every night, but sometimes you need some alone time to just rest. Whether that's, you know, locking yourself in your bedroom and watching a movie in your bed, while eating popcorn and nobody can bother you for like an hour and a half. Whatever it is, you need to also allow time to pause, to reflect, to meditate. Meditation is a fantastic way to rejuvenate yourself mentally. Start becoming more aware of your soul, because then you'll find what's more authentic to you. A lot of times, if we're busy working too much or dealing with kids and family too much, we lose a part of ourselves. We forget who we are just as a person, not as a mother, not as an employee or a wife, or you forget who you are and who you were before all that stuff. So sometimes you gotta go back and remember who you are. And that's okay. Always a balance. That's the key to life. I really feel it is. Because if you're in balance with things, there's really no disharmony at all. If you're balanced mentally, emotionally, physically, and it's hard to do, but it's not impossible. It can be done. Okay? So that's it for this week's reading. I hope that it resonated with some of you. Okay? If it did, please post some comments below. Also, please click the like button and subscribe to receive your reading and our other videos every week. Okay? Have a great day, everyone. Thanks.